Interview with the Vampire Season 2 is setting the stage for a major crossover event in its latest episodes, something that would change the show moving forward. Based on Anne Rice's novel of the same name, the series follows journalist Daniel Malloy, who interviews the vampire Louis de Pointe du Lac about his life. The second half of the novel is the focus of Interview with the Vampire Season 2, as Louis and his elder vampire lover Armand discuss their meeting in Paris during the late 1940s. The show takes some liberties with the original story, such as setting it in modern times after Daniel originally interviewed Louis in the 1970s. However, Interview with the Vampire's characters remain largely the same from the book, allowing the story to be told with the same structure as its source material. Given Interview with the Vampire's positive reception, the show could even adapt more entries in Rice's The Vampire Chronicles series. But one element of Season 2 also teases a major crossover that could change the show, hinting at what its future might be. Interview with the Vampire is already setting up a Mayfair Witches crossover. Season 2 has introduced the Talamasca. During Interview with the Vampire Season 2, Episode 3, Daniel is approached by a mysterious man named Raglan James, who sends a plethora of files about vampires like Louis and Armand to his computer. A logo on Daniel's desktop reveals this organization to be the Talamasca, an organization first seen in the Mayfair Witches TV show. The fantasy drama is part of the Immortal universe alongside Interview with the Vampire, the pair more strongly tied together thanks to Raglan. The Talamasca is an organization that keeps tabs on people with supernatural abilities. As seen in Mayfair Witches, some of their agents have abilities themselves, such as Cyprian Grieve, a man who can touch anything and see its history. They're keeping tabs on Louis because he's a vampire, seemingly trying to rope Daniel into their schemes by giving him information. This includes an enhanced version of his final interview tape with Louis from the 70s, which make the pair realize Armand wiped their memories of how Daniel escaped. Given their importance, the Talamasca hint at a major crossover soon. How the Immortal Universe crossover might happen. AMC's upcoming Talamasca spin-off could be the key. Jacob Anderson as Louis de Pointe du Lac and Sam Reed as Lestat de Lioncourt from the Interview with the Vampire show custom image by Yider Chacon. While it's unclear if Interview with the Vampire Season 3 is going to happen, Season 2 is setting the stage for a more connected story in the future. Given how the show connects to Mayfair Witches, it's likely that AMC's upcoming The Talamasca spin-off will be the bridge for both shows eventually crossing over. While nothing is known about this next installment story, the group's appearance in both existing shows makes it the perfect candidate for a crossover event to happen. This can strengthen ties within the Immortal universe, providing a larger story for both series to explore. With 3 episodes left in Interview with the Vampire Season 2, it might not be long until it's revealed how the Talamasca's appearance will lead to a crossover event. More hints about a crossover could also show up in Mayfair Witches Season 2, which is set to premiere in 2025. If the shows really are close to converging, then the Talamasca might just be the start of how both series end up having a crossover with one another.